everybody, it's Jen from Jen Plans, and I'm going to walk you through my 2017-2018 completed Erin Condren LifePlanner. It's totally done. I'm ready to move into the next one. I still have my Go Wild cover on. I have not taken that off yet. I'm still kind of recovering from Go Wild. So I left that cover on, and I'm really excited to move into the new one, but I wanted to flip through the old one. So that you could, I don't know, check out the, the whole year together and see the slow progression from like stickers and everything being decorated really nicely all the way to like my chicken scratch pen at the end of the year. And both of those I'm totally fine with and happy with. I tend to like slow down toward the end of the year. So you'll see that progression. But in the first part of the planner, I use the year at a glance pretty much the same way every year for the last few years. I'll be doing it again for the next one. And it marks my kids' school calendar. So my two older kids are in elementary school and my little guy is in preschool. So some of them are like, there were a few days here and there when my two older kids were off, my younger one was in, and then you know, I like to mark the first and last days of the term and then any special events that are coming up. I used this as a gift guide, and so I just was always not great at remembering like ahead of time to like, I'd get to the month and be like, oh shoot, I forgot, you know, to get this person's gift or send a card. So I used this as a gift guide, and it was really, really nice having it in one place. I just took the Erin Condren stickers, I snipped off the other side of the flag and put those here and made it, you know, based on the month. And so I think I'm probably gonna do that again. And then I used the pages before the following month just for kind of like overall monthly to-do lists. And I kind of separated it out into things like just things that I need to do, and then also things for the house. And then I used this section. Sometimes I used it, sometimes I didn't, but usually like seasonal. So like school prep, during the holidays, it was like Christmas stuff. And then I just have random sticky notes scattered. I was doing product demos in different stores, and so that kind of is a flex space for me. I love having the quotes, but if I need sticky note space, that's usually where I put it. So this is the monthly. My monthly I use as an overview. So I put like appointments and travel and like big things in the monthly view, and then I kind of like drill down into the details during the week. So like the appointments are the things I would have put in the monthly, and then other like little to-do things that don't necessarily need to go like in my big like master planning, I put here. And then I also in the monthly use the sidebar for birthdays and anniversaries. I don't put them in the actual days, I just keep them in a list there. So I'll go through week by week and just kind of flip through. This was 4th of July week. Started out very sticker heavy. Most of my stickers are either from Erin Condren or from Krissyanne designs. And then of course the rest kind of sprinkled in based on, you know, we get so much swag at all the meetups. I love using that. The shop owners are so generous to donate to all of those, so I love using those too. This spread was a little bit different than normal. This was our vacation week, and so instead of, you know, there weren't a lot of things that needed to be on here, so I took my Polaroid zip and I printed a lot of the pictures out. I usually edit my pictures and make them brighter because the Polaroid zip tends to print a little bit dark. Like, I don't think I edited this one, but I did like for this one. So you can kind of tell the ones that are a little bit lighter and the ones that are a little bit darker, like that one I brightened up a little bit. But just edit it before you print it, and it'll print out a little bit later if that's an issue that you've had. And then, like I said, I use the page before the monthly layout for a to-do list, a house to-do list. I put like some like PTO stuff for my kids' school, like things that I don't want like getting lost in the shuffle here, I put up at the top. And that kind of, those little circles change a little bit. I'm really excited that the next year's layout has just all blank lines, which I'm really excited about. And then for my daughter's party, so like this is very seasonal and changes a lot. So this is August, the first month of school for my two older kids. And then the first, this is, let's see, what did we have? Open house. So they met their teachers, and then school started this week. They start so early. I am from Chicago, and we did not ever start this early. So it was weird when we moved here to Georgia to have school start. Like, it still feels like, oh, it's summertime, and school's happening, which is fine. Now I love it because we're out early, and you know, we're out before Memorial Day, so it's great. I love doing weeks like this. It brings me a lot of peace. It's a hobby. I love I see things better when they're blocked off and on stickers and in color. But some days and some weeks, this is what happens, and I'm totally like, I'm fine with this too. Like if I had to plan and never use another sticker, like it would be, you know, it's not going to be like super detrimental. So you'll see a mix of this in mine. I don't really mind bouncing back and forth. I prefer this, and I love doing this. Like it brings me a lot of happiness to sit down and do something like this. And it really doesn't take that long. But if it's like the night, like a Sunday night, and I have to get everything out, and I don't have time to bring my stuff out, or I just don't feel like it, this is what happens. Or sometimes you'll see it later on in the year, nothing happens sometimes. So this is going into September, and I don't do a lot of like, it looks kind of color coordinated, but I don't really do, I pick like groups. Like I don't like to have like, oh, I can only use these colors. I can't, like my brain can't do too much of that, because if I don't have the right color, I don't want to not be able to, you know, like write something down. So I have, I just kind of like loosely color coordinate based on, you know, families of colors, or like I'll usually pick washi tape or a long sticker first, and then pick colors for the week based on that. This is through, fall is my most favorite time of year. Most favorite ever. I love it. So this is October, another week with just the pen, and another week with nothing. This was, I think this might have been the week after we got home from a trip, and so they're just nothing. I mean, it was like survival mode and laundry and catch up. And then I think I made myself feel a whole lot better putting things in for October. And another week of just the pen. So it really varies. I'm asked a lot what I do if I can't sit down and do the stickers. And it's just this, and I'm fine with either. I mean, it just is what it is. And this is how I used to plan, like years and years ago, before I even knew that like planner stickers existed. So I'm totally comfortable doing this too. I love using the stickers and washi tape. It's my October. Oh my gosh, October was a rough month. Then we went into November, and there were more demos that I did. It was kind of a light month with appointments. We didn't really have that much going on. Of course, through Halloween, see, nothing didn't happen. We had some travel. Many things, obviously, you can see. This is a week with family. So usually if we're traveling and we're spending a week with family, I just don't, like, we don't really have that many, you know, we don't have any appointments, and we don't really have plans that I can't just recall off the top of my head. So sometimes I'll write them in, most of the time I won't. And so this is just going into the next month, December. Last year, I don't even think I did December. It was such a busy time. I would say probably 2/3 of my planner has stickers, and then the rest is pen. So then it is into December, nothing. Christmas time, and more to-do lists, and then January. I tried really hard to commit to like using my planner. This was the week. This is supposed to be a week of school, and instead we had many, many, many snow days here in Georgia. I learned when we moved to the state of Georgia that they don't have like, they don't salt the local roads usually, and they don't plow. So like when there's a snowflake, they close everything. So they closed school for the kids for like a really long time. So are they ever going back to school? No, they took like, it was like 2 weeks, I think. So this was the rest of January was kind of a blur. And so then we moved into February, and February was great. And there were some weeks that were like this. I love the bright colors of spring. I mean, I love the fall colors. I just love colors. It's really fun to use. It's really fun to use stickers. These are all from Krissyanne Designs. I linked these in the description of the video so that you can have a direct link to them, but I love using these in my monthly layout. They leave room for all of the other things that need to go in there, and I can fit a lot in a box. Oh, more weeks with nothing. And sometimes it's kind of a hybrid. So then we're into April. I mean, it's crazy that it's already almost like through the whole year. Nothing. What happened here? What did I do here? I don't know. Life was too busy. I think I just got out a notepad and I just kept everything on a notepad. I always feel the best and the best prepared when I'm doing this, but sometimes I just obviously can't do it. Had a lot of those weeks this year. It's just a busy year. And then we're into May, and this is the last month that my kids were in school. We had Go Wild, and then pretty much after Go Wild, things just kind of went completely. Things just kind of went a little crazy. These are the Erin Condren dual tip markers. I use the thick ones for like appointments or like things that need to stand out. And then I use the thin tip for like, you know, the small details. This might've been the last, I don't know. I did some and then I finally went just completely pen. So this is the current month. I have some library activities and stuff clipped in one of these. I'll link that website too. They're great little magnetic clips. And then I have, I usually have a note clipped to my monthly just with like random, like this is our guest room. Like I had to finish some stuff for our guest room. There really isn't like a great, like I guess I could have put it in the month, like the monthly notes or in the back, but these are things that like, I don't need this list once I'm done with it. So I can just, but I carry it with me from month to month. Like I'll clip this into the next planner. And then this was a couple weeks ago, nothing. Oh, this might've been the last one I used. These are all sticky notes. So I keep sticky notes snapped in pretty much all the time. And that's what I put into my monthly layout usually. And then sometimes I also use them for my weekly. Lots of pen only. That's it. And then the back of the planner, this would have been like a prep page for July, but July is not in here. So I have, I got like a local movie theater. They do cheap movies on the weekdays. So I put the schedule in there. I've covered some stuff up with sticky notes, but this is the last half of 2018. So when I go to prep my new planner, I'll pull this page out and I'll go through what I have kind of set up for the next, like my Costco thing renews in September. These pages, these are like projects that I'm working on. And then this I used for my kids' schedule. All three of my kids have different schedules. So I love having this here so I know like when they have what. This is just the regular notes section. And then this contains all of the login information for like the Lunch Money website, the PTO, all of their like classroom apps. And then I was gonna keep track of everything I sold here and list how much I sold it for, like on Facebook Marketplace or just other places online or locally. And I only sold the one thing. So that's gonna be a new project. I was going to use this as a filming list and I decided to keep it somewhere else, but I think I'm going to keep it in my life planner next year because I find that I don't, like general planning things, I find all need to be in one place for me to be effective. And then I use this as kind of a pen test. This page is car history. I keep all of my car stuff that needed to happen. This is a rough couple of years for my car. So we've had a lot of stuff to do. And then monthly checklist. These are things that happen or should happen every month or at least at regular intervals so I don't forget. And then I just did a Sharpie test on these and one of my kids colored those. And then this is 2019, which is crazy that it's almost here. Like I can't wrap my head around that. And then of course in the back are some stickers. I went through, like I said, most of the stickers I use are Erin Condren or Krissyanne designs or any of the stickers that are very generous swag donors give to us. And then in the back folder, I keep like lists of diapers I need to sell. And then some of the stickers that I use like most frequently are in here. And then just some other stuff for my kids. And that's pretty much it except for the perpetual calendar, but I don't really add to this. These are just like birthdays and anniversaries that I transfer from year to year in my calendar. So this is pretty much it. This is my entire year. I'm so excited to move into my new planner, and I'll be filming that one next. So thanks so much for watching, and I love watching flip throughs, so if you guys have any of your other favorites, feel free to link them in the comments, or if, of course, if you have any questions, you can leave those there too. I will link, if you're in the market for a new planner, I'm gonna link this one. This is the Erin Condren Colorful Hourly in the description of the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching.